Adventure on Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
Wake up, America! It's time for the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY.com, West Palm Beach's #1 internet radio station. Here's your host, the Pipeman. Darkness within, some sort of urge, wrecking inside, killing my thoughts. Shadows embrace, whispers on earth, battle inside, no spoken words, rise from the dark, shadows begun.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures of Pipeman W4CY Radio. And I'm pretty excited about our next guest because I was listening to the newest song and, oh my God, it's fucking badass. And I had to say it that way too because I always say before an interview, I'm like, no rules, and use it. A lot of times bands will say, so what about cursing? And I say, you can say whatever the fuck you want. So now I'm giving that, like I'm the first one to do it there. So let's welcome to the show, Sailor Hunter. How are you?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fine. We're fine. It's finally sun here in Sweden. So,
oh yeah, you just got done with the 6 months of darkness, huh?
Yeah, but
Yes.
we love it. We love it. We're Vikings.
There you go. Well, what was a trip to me is not the 6 months of darkness. It's the light. So like I was up in Uppsala, which is like. I remember it was so funny. I would watch the sun set and then like literally a half an hour later, watch it come up on the other side. And so when I first got there, the trip was that I was on New York time and we're sitting out at some cafe hanging out. And I'm looking at my watch. And I'm like, oh man, it's really nice out for 6 o'clock, being 6 p.m., you know? And, they're like, no, it's midnight. And I'm like, holy shit, that's weird. The sun was shining bright like it was noon.
Yeah. But it's exactly like that in Sweden. As soon as the sun comes out, the jumpers, people take off the jumpers, stand and look at the sun, become red. Okay, well, I become red. I'm part Scottish, so...
Yeah.
See, I knew I heard a different accent in there too.
Yeah. So well, you can hear that sometimes. Sometimes I make it bigger, you know, just to make sure everybody knows I'm Scottish.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
No, sorry. I was saying we have the luck that we live in South Sweden. So we don't have it like Uppsala that you just, yes, it's always Sweden, you know, but it's not that stream like so north up there, you know. So
because I was like, at one point I was like a half an hour from the North Pole, and I have a funny story about that we'll talk about during the interview. But also, I played hockey on Bondi fields in Gothenburg.
All right.
Oh, okay. So you were here, yes?
Yeah, I've been all over. I've been all over the country. Awesome. What got me there the first time though was a wedding. One of my best bros, his brother got married in Sweden. It was one of those things like he went to do a semester in Sweden and never came back. You know.
All right.
And he
fell in love.
Yeah. Oh, and he met this Swedish girl. And like, so at the time I was married and my ex-wife was a big meat eater. And at the time I was a vegetarian. So at the wedding reception, this is how, I'll just say it. This is how naive Americans are that never travel. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I busted my wife's chops because she was eating the meat. I'm like, oh man, is that good? She goes, yeah. I'm like, you're eating Rudolph. She's like, what? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're eating Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. That's reindeer meat you're eating. And,
yeah.
And she goes, get the fuck out of here. There's no such thing as reindeer. Like, because Americans that don't travel, they think it's just the Santa Claus movies that have reindeer.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you know, Ing's parents are reindeer farmers, and we're near the North Pole. Duh. And a look of horror on her face when she realized it really was reindeer, just the way I put it, you know, like if it would have been just like, hey, yeah, I know there's reindeer and I'm eating reindeer meat, that's one thing. But the way I put it to her, she had this look of horror, like as she had it in her mouth.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yeah.
So I got to tell you, I was listening to this song, and you know, I'm saying this because listeners that have never heard you guys might think the same thing. So I'm looking at your band name. I'm thinking about where you're from, and I'm thinking about like this power metal, but like 80s type power metal, like that. You know, it sounds like you're on a cruise more than in a mosh pit. And
right.
And then,
this is the first time I hear this.
Right.
It's very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Yes.
And then I hear his voice. I'm like, fuck, that's awesome. Because it kind of sounds like it's got that power music and power metal background to it, kind of, but heavier. But then his voice just brings it right to like brutal metal. And that's what I loved about it.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am very surprised that you connected to 80s. I love 80s music, so it's surprising. You never know when you write music where it comes. So it's just natural, you know. So yeah.
It's better not to know, I think, because if you're a musician, you should be writing the music for yourself, not for the listeners. Because, listen, then you're going to be authentic, and your people will come. Is basically what it comes down to, and they'll stick with you because you're authentic.
I can see. I got a word there about your description about the band name. I can say we're a mix between Titanic and the Bermuda Triangle. You never know what you get. It will be a big smack in the face.
Yeah,
I love it. And you know, I was going to say, Echoes of Hate. How appropriate could that? More appropriate could that be in 2025? Because like I'm ready to move to Mars, because I travel all over this world, and I thought it was just here we were having all this division and hate and spreading everywhere. Yeah, so it came at the right time, because listen, like the hate and division and polarization all over the world now is kind of ridiculous. Like, yeah. And I think we need voices like you to kind of wake us up. I've been saying for a while now, if we want to cure this problem, just have one big music festival for the whole world, because especially if it's a metal festival, because at metal festivals, there is no hate. It's all love. And people think it's about hate. People think it's about hate, but you need to experience a metal festival. And that's, to me, that's my escape from all the hate. For sure, and there's no Echoes in that crowd.
Yes, the only thing that I can say that there is a lot of dedication in the music. Every songwriter has it, and as well when we play live, when we are there like audience also, you know. We experience love, you know. So it's something that having with my wife, she's not a metalhead, for example, but of course she lives with me and she's forced to be a metalhead. So sometimes she'll say, let's go, and I want to see a metal band. Do you want to hang out with me? And when she's there, she's very surprised, and she said that people here behave incredible well. on this music is like hell, you know. But though then she had been showing more and more interest and respect about what's about this. So this is more as a, I don't find the right word now.
Well, it's like a big we're like a big family.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that it can be a right way to describe it. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and you know the thing is, to me, and people have never experienced it. I was just explaining this to my grandson actually, because I took him out to buy him a guitar, and we were playing different types of music. And I'm actually bringing him to a festival I'm doing in a couple weeks called Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah.
And so I was playing from the band Knocked Loose. And I have to say, too, by the way, when I heard this song, it reminded me a little bit of Knocked Loose, too, with your voice. And like, I like your voice better than his, to be honest.
Thank you.
Okay. But hopefully he doesn't hear that when I have to go interview him at one of the festivals this year. But, you know, I was telling my grandson about the mosh pit because like he's going to be going into high school and his experience is he's never really seen it. And when I started describing to him, he's like, that sounds scary. And but then I explained to him how it really works and how it's like the best therapy ever. And I told him that anytime I'm going through dark times in my life, I could go in the mosh pit and just leave it all there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. It's like meditation.
Yeah.
Describes it very well.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. It's much about dopamine, you know, you know, when you have the goosebumps, you say, is that it comes from the back of hair in your neck.
Yep.
And you know, when I hear a great melody or something that I listen to all kind of music. I love classic music for this part of Sailor Hunter, also all the arrangement. I do write on classic music because my background, I am Italian also. So we have in the family a lot of opera and classic music. So I have grew up with this music around me. But the combination, what I wanted to say is that it doesn't matter what music, you know, as long as you deliver what you say is made with passion, you know, and it's meant to be for you as an artist, or you deliver to the people who understand it. There is that much people that, I mean, there will be always someone that is going to love it, or someone who is going to hate it. It doesn't matter.
Absolutely, no matter what it is.
That's we are humans. Yes, we are humans. Yes.
Exactly.
I would say with that you were talking about with the goosebumps as well, is that it's not only that you're a family and it's like you come to a festival, you go to a metal festival and you get the goosebumps. It's also therapy as well for especially for youngsters and for teenagers. That's Arla. I'm embarrassing to say this, but I actually work in a Catholic school, but I'm not religious.
You need mosh pits more than anybody. That's why.
I sure do. But I actually, once upon a time, I made heavy Catholic kids become death metal, and they were doing like Vatane and Vader and also Mayhem songs. So I could you actually can see the transformation from a kid that has never listened or read the lyrics for a metal song, because they go in with this feeling that they are Satanists, they're brutal, they're angry men, they're Vikings, all those kind of stuff. But as soon as they listen, they understand this is therapy. This is directly from the heart. This is directly from the streets. So it's hardcore. It's hardcore, and it's it's therapy. I would say it's most therapy.
So, I really like what you said about reading the lyrics, because, people listen to metal that have never heard metal, and they just assume what the lyrics are, and they always think it's evil and death and destruction and Satan. And the funniest example of that was Gojira playing at the Olympics, and all the comments I saw of people like, "Oh, how could they do that? It's devil music, blah, 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 blah." And I'm like, I'm responding on social media to these idiots. Like, they sing about saving the whales, you moron.
Yeah. I was very, very happy when I saw them, mainstream in the Olympics. I thought that this is crazy. It's the best thing that happened for metal scene to be shown in this way.
It's about time.
It was amazing.
I was there when they gave Jethro Tull the award, the Grammy for metal. Like, I like Jethro Tull, but you're not metal.
Yeah. But I think Dream Theater won a Grammy also.
Yeah.
Yes, and it was the first metal act that
we're finally
won,
getting
for real. Finally, yes, exactly. So
didn't Ghost from Sweden win an American Grammy too?
I think so.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Soon it's us.
There it is.
You never know.
Speaking of festivals, do you guys have any specific tour dates coming up that you want to talk about?
No, we're actually doing our first. I'm the new singer in the band. So we released this in 5th of April. We'll release. But I've been the lead singer since the beginning of January, and we're actually doing our first show in Gothenburg. And my home, the band is from a little smaller town outside Gothenburg called Borås. And me and the bass player, we're from Gothenburg. And so it will be the first gig with me as a front singer. So that's the first plan, and we're working on it.
Nice.
Yeah, we are working in the future for it. We have time to time. We have luck with our singers. We have and hopefully with Liam, he brought a new light in our band, which is shown also in this new music that we are releasing. We have been experimenting on all the other singers. Have been it was like just taken as a project, and as me and I am the founder of the band and the drummer, and then the bassist. He has been with us now 5 years. This project it started with me, sitting in my studio 2013, just writing, dreaming and writing music just without knowing anything about music, or just I know I can play guitar, I understand, I think I understand, my brain say I understand how I can compose a song, why it's not, it cannot be impossible, I feel it in my head, so it comes. So I have been growing up like that, or I think it has been good for us that we have been changing the singers, because we have been testing different levels of or styles, you know.
Yeah.
We if you listen to our songs, they are so different because we have changed 2 singers before Liam. Now it feels that we are really on the track, or we have a lot that we are going to release after this Echoes of Hate. So yeah, it's very exciting. Yes,
and
very
I definitely
exciting.
think his voice fits your band. Yeah, you have to write. It's so important to find the right singer, because there's like bands that I really like their music and I don't like their singer. And then there's other bands that I love the singer, and then the music may not be the greatest in the world, but it's much better because of the singer.
Exactly. Yes, it's the passion that he delivers, Liam, in his singing. You know, when we are recording, we always talk about minutes from your heart, because you deliver this to people. You know, other singer can be so technical that it becomes just boring. You transmit that in the recording, this frequency that you are delivering inside. Is something about, you know, being positive or negative, you know. So it's very natural from him doing what he's doing. So
it's actually the reason, like I was now back history now. I was actually 8 years old, and I was standing in front of the mirror with my sister's comb. And I knew I was going to be a rock star. I was doing Backstreet Boys, though. I was doing Backstreet Boys, but I was still metal because I still headbanged to the songs. So the thing is, during my life when I was younger, and it was quite tough. It was quite tough. So I always wanted to be a voice to all the kids. When I was a grown up, I was going to be the voice for the kids that on the Misfits. Well, it sounds cliche, but in this fact, it's true. So it's very important to come out with a not an image, but I don't know the English word of it, but it's important to spread the word you have to say to the kids, so the kids feel it directly in their heart. So that's the most important thing with the lyrics, I think.
Yeah, to put out a message for sure, because that's what people relate to. You know, that there's certain songs that's because of the lyrics that I totally relate to it. You know, and it's so important, and it's important that you know, like you were talking about technical and emotional. I think the emotional is more important than the technical. Like you could be the greatest singer in the world, but if you're not putting emotion into it, it's not going to move people. It's basically the bottom line, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree. And me myself, I still think he's my biggest role model, Jonathan Davis in Korn, and I still think because I could relate to his type of the text and stuff like that. Now my cat is on the video here, so I tried for like an hour to get him away, but now he's here.
That'll probably bring more views anyway. Come on, people are probably going to care about the cat more than us.
Yeah, everybody. I'm an animal lover.
Nice.
No, but Jonathan Davis lyrics is I think he's one of the best lyrical writer ever, I think.
Nice.
Now people will maybe go scream at me, but oh no, he's not metal, he's new metal. But new metal is metal as well.
New metal is metal. And so I think if you take the new metal bands, first of all, Korn never wanted to be new metal. No. Like they hated that name. They embrace it now. Yeah. But you know, like them and Limp Bizkit are not the same. So to me, Limp Bizkit more represents what people are hating on about new metal than Korn.
Yeah.
Because Korn to me is just pure metal for sure.
Yeah, I'm a Korn and Limp Bizkit fan. So.
And I like Limp Bizkit too. I just think that is more, if people that hate on new metal think of that new metal, that's what that is. one of the best last year. One of the best pits I ever was in was last year, Limp Bizkit at Grass Pop.
All right.
Yeah. He's a cowboy. They have this concept, cowboy.
Yeah.
Very Texas. Yeah. If I don't, I think I have seen a video that they have this cowboy hats.
He does a different thing every time. He's pretty funny, Fred Durst. But
really show. Yes.
He is it. I met Korn. I met Korn when they were playing here in Sweden. But is it one famous person? I hope he's listening to this because. Come to Sweden. I want to meet you, Fred. Come on.
Right. Maybe you could go on a tour. It could be you guys and Limp Bizkit and Korn.
Wow.
That's the thing with the thing why I got so stuck with Sailor Hunter is because I always loved nu metal. I'm from the beginning, I'm nu metal, 100%, and Sepultura. But
original Sepultura.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing I love with nu metal is that so many genres can be together in one type of music.
Yeah,
and like hip hop, you got hip hop, you got dubstep, and you can just mix it in, and reggae with Skin Dread there as well. So, and the thing with Sailor Hunter, why I think Alfonso here is genius, because as you can hear in all songs before I came in the band, as you can hear in all songs, it's not the same genre all the time. It's always something new, and it's something new it's like a story, because I still see it like this, like the past singers are the beginning of the story, and now the next chapter is the chapter that ends the whole story. It's the long Harry Potter era, you know. So it's kind of nice because I'm right now going through the set list to learn the songs, and I'm reading the lyrics, and I'm trying to think about it and learn it, and I realized that it is actually as a book, because it's many emotions, many types of anger, and musically it's fantastic. And that's why it clicked so hard, because when I came up to Borås, when you're from Gothenburg, you don't go up to Borås if it's no reason.
Is the only city in Sweden where it rains the most?
Really?
It's a fact. It's a fact in all Sweden. Just Borås is the one during the year. It's what it is.
It's like it's like a 390 days, 360 days monsoon. So,
well, I live in Florida, so I'm kind of used to that too. Where our studio is, we joke about it that there's a black cloud over the town, because it'll storm and hurricane and tornado over there and nowhere else.
That's
just there.
That's kind of metal, going out in the storm and doing the mosh pit, you know.
No doubt.
We don't have that. We don't have those dangerous stuff in Sweden. We have ticks. That's our most dangerous animal is a tick.
Yeah, right.
And it's blind, and
but you do have the cold weather that's pretty brutal. And I grew up in like New York, New Jersey area, but your level is a whole nother level of cold. It is pretty funny because in New Jersey, right by the airport, there's an IKEA.
Yeah.
And so the first time I went to Sweden, that first time I went, like I left Newark Airport, we're flying in the air, and I'm looking at the IKEA, and then when we got in, and we're seeing the IKEA near the airport in Sweden, I'm like, fuck, why are we back in Newark? I really for like a second there, I'm like, because it looks exactly the same. You know, the IKEA is now over here in America. They're modeled exactly like the Swedish one.
Yeah. The difference is the meatballs. The meatballs are better in Sweden, though. I must say that.
Well, I don't know too. Like I'm also like he was saying he's from Italy. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
And I don't know. He might Italian meatball opposed to Swedish meatball. We might have to run a poll.
Yeah. Well, I can't say so much about food because I'm.
What
Scottish.
do you think? Do you think
the
Italian meatball or the Swedish meatball is better?
Do you asking to me that I am Italian? Yes.
And I say Scottish meatballs. But
Italian meatballs are the best.
Back? Scottish meatballs?
Yeah, no, it was just a joke. Both Swedish meatballs.
I know, because I never heard of Scottish.
No,
meatballs.
We don't have any food culture in Scotland. So
wait,
there's something. What is it that we have
haggis.
Over here? Scottish eggs. That's what we have over here. Scottish eggs.
I was forced to eat that when I was little, and I still have nightmares. I wrote the lyrics to "Echoes of Hate" to the Scottish eggs.
Yeah, I love it. That's great.
Yes.
All right. Well, why don't you tell everybody how they can reach out to you guys on socials, on the web, how they can check out the new music, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you go, Liam. Yes.
All right. You can check us out on Spotify if you type in Sailor Hunter. You'll find all the songs there. We just released a song called Echoes of Hate. That's my first one as a lead singer. Check that out and check the other songs out as well. As I said, it's like a book. And you can find us on Facebook. I think it's Sailor Hunter Band. And on Instagram, Sailor Hunter Band as well, and you'll find us there.
Oh yes, we have as well official SailorHunterOfficial.com.
Yeah.
So yes, easy.
And hopefully, if the right person is hearing this, we want to play at Rockville Festival, and yeah, we want to come to America. Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. So like. Next week, I'm going to Sonic Temple, then Welcome to Rockville, then Punk Rock Bowling in Vegas.
Wow.
And then I'm coming your side of the world to do Download and Hellfest and maybe
Resurrection
Fest.
Well, you should come to Sweden Rock. You should come to Sweden Rock.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. That one I don't even know of yet.
I can see. I've been to a couple of those festivals down in Europe. When it comes to Sweden Rock, it's you were talking about that in the beginning of the interview there because
it's a family.
Yeah, you have kids there. They come with the campers, and they said they live there for a week, and it's awesome. And the bands are great as well. So the food can be disgusting though, but it's awesome. The beer is good.
The best food at a festival is Hellfest.
Is it?
Hellfest in France.
Yes. Because it has all the gourmet food there. And like in America, a lot of festivals, the Danny Wimmer festivals are great because they have good food. But the rest of the festivals, they have like shit food that you would get at the local carnival, like.
corn dogs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Totally. But Hellfest, it's like they have all the gourmet French food. And then I really love Hellfest. And one other reason I loved it, because I was talking to this girl and she couldn't say much in English, but she did whisper in my ear that French girls love sex. So,
all right.
So I mean, I was sold. Like, what the best festival ever? Like, just that blunt about it. I love it.
Is that why Steel Panther? Is that why Steel Panther is playing there every year?
Probably.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
so
by
you
the
guys
way, is my favorite band as well.
You know what's funny about that is like all my friends. Like I come from the LA days of the Sunset Strip, but then like the beginning of Metallica, the beginning of Slayer, and we were totally anti all those hair metal bands, like God forbid, all of those gatekeepers and all of those thrash metal heads like me and all the like death metal heads and all, everybody loves Steel Panther.
Yeah.
Like everybody. You know, when I do festivals, all the bands are out there. They're like, we gotta go check out Steel Panther.
Yeah, it's like Poison. It's like Poison, right?
It's similar, yeah. None of them ever liked Poison.
No,
but now
exactly.
Bret Michaels is kind of cool. Like,
now
that he came back down to earth, he's a very cool dude. Like back in the 80s, awesome. I don't know about that. But now,
all right.
And see, again, proof of today, we're just the biggest family in the world, the metal family.
100%.
Yeah, what subgenre, we're all one big family, and that's what counts. And so now we have to add Steel and Panther.
And
use Steel Panther, Limp Bizkit, and Korn.
And now all the listeners will.
All right, guys. Well,
all the listeners will hear this now. That Sailor Hunter is on the with the radar now. And as the Pipeman said, we're a big family, and we are your new brothers. Just so you know.
Yes.
And we'll see you out there.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for giving us great music, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for having us.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
So thank you.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.